My name is Hervin, and this is day number 43 of the Daily Journal video series, where every day I come on and I document here our journey as we try and scale our company, and I share anything cool that I find along the way. So it is 11:53 p.m., about to be midnight. It is Saturday night. I'm here partying it up, creating content here. Today, I just want to give you an update about what I've been doing. So answer some support here for the last 2 hours, just helping clients. Um, Recorded a major video here to try and help our clients with some of the issues that are currently going on inside our company. And so it took me like 3 different tries to create this big video for them. And so hopefully it's going to give everybody some help. So that's what I've been up to today. It's kind of been a slow day for me. I woke up a little bit in a haze. My Aura score rings, even though I'm not wearing my Aura ring right now, they were somewhere like at a 63 or something. I can't remember. I just woke up feeling completely dead. Oh, there you go. 69, 79. I woke up feeling dead, something my stomach or something. But in any case, that's slow day for me. Recovery, rest. I want to talk about here something. So today I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and one of the things he was asking me about is, what do I like about the business that we're doing, or what do I kind of like, what motivates me, I think was the question. And to me, part of it is, as we are going through this journey, there has been so much self development involved. And I can talk about a lot of the things that, how we've grown as a company, how I've gained perspective as what my role is in the company, how we've been running the team and so on, and how each of us, my partner and I, have both had to kind of step into more leadership roles, and we're learning to do that. And so I can talk a lot about that today. What I want to mention here is more about learning to trust myself. So back when I first started in business, I thought that everybody knew better than I did. I thought even people, I don't know, I just felt like everybody was better, like had better ideas, or my ideas didn't have any merit. And so I was always like scared to follow my own intuition, because I always thought, like, who am I? I don't know anything. There's a lot of people so we were part of these mastermind programs and coaching programs, and every idea that I got from everybody, I'm like, oh, they must know better. This is the way because they're saying it. They have a lot more experience. And so for the longest time, I thought I don't have the answers, and it was difficult for me to trust myself. And at the beginning, it's true. Like, you don't know much, especially when you're first starting out in business. You don't know anything, and so all your ideas that you have, they're pretty bad. And so it takes a while until you start refining and getting good ideas. But there's a transitional period here that has been happening lately, which is, so once you learn the basics, and by basics I mean, like, you know how to market, you know how to sell, you know how to think about marketing, you know how to put landing pages together, you know how to write copy to sound persuasive, you know how to put an offer together, um, how to even think about business. Like, you have a lot of the foundations down. So if you think about it from the perspective of, video games, I used to play this video game called Tibia when I was younger, where you were a character in this world where the whole entire map was black. And as you were walking around, the map would open up, would light up. And so now that part of the map was visible because you had walked by it. And the more you walked by everywhere around the map, the more that map opened up. And so to me now, learning the foundations is kind of like that, where you feel like as you learn the foundations, you feel like you're sort of getting an understanding of the territory, and then you you start to distinguish where what the basics are, and you start to distinguish where personal preference style comes in. So you might speak to somebody who might tell you, they might say like the way to grow your business is by doing webinars. And you take that kind of like, oh man, I need a webinar for my business. When in reality, you may need to do one-on-one sales calls, or you might need to do a Facebook group where you're doing kind of challenges in the Facebook group every quarter. Or you might need to have a Facebook group where you're providing value and you're DMing offers to people through the DMs. Who knows? There's different ways to get sales, to get prospects, to get leads. And at the beginning, when you're first starting out, there's people out there with their marketing skills. They're like, in order to grow your business, you need to do this. You need a webinar with a whiteboard behind your back. Otherwise, your business is not going to work if you don't have a whiteboard behind your back. And you start to think about that, and for the longest time, you start to believe those things until you later realize that that's just like a marketing thing that they're doing, and that's not. And so, like, what I've come to realize a little bit more now is like, since I've gotten a lot of understanding of the basics now, and it's not like I'm a master or anything like that, but I definitely feel like I'm at a better place now in terms of understanding, how to. And when it comes to business, you need to generate leads. You need to follow up with the leads. You need to get those leads to on a sales call, and then or on a sales mechanism, and then you got to do the onboarding, the fulfillment. And so, like, understanding all of the sequences or kind of like the assembly line that is business. It starts with generating awareness all the way to the point where that person has bought from you and they're buying all the things. Like, I have now a kind of big picture understanding when it comes to that. And realizing now that I have the foundation, the basic, an understanding of the basics, I've been able to come up with ideas and things like that where I feel like now I can start to trust more myself because I have that underlying foundation. And so that's something that has happened that up until right now, at this point in my life, it just always felt like people knew better. And now that I have gone through this journey like this, and I'm seeing with the understanding of the foundations and the basics, now I'm able to see where, there's a lot of mentors and a lot of people out there who they just talk about what worked for them, and they, like, me realizing that a business mentor isn't going, like, there isn't somebody out there, or maybe there is, but like, it hasn't been the case for us, at least not in my case, where you hire a business mentor and they give you exactly what you need, the right answer right there for your problem, for your solution. It's more like they show you the basics, they can give you perspective, and they can point you to the right place, they can give you the resources. But in any case, I feel like, yeah, just overall, it almost feels like you have to learn the foundations, and then you can start to trust yourself. So that's something, speaking today, the reason I'm bringing this up, and this is kind of like a half-baked concept that I have in my head right now that I've been trying to think about. It's like, this ability, or I'm sorry, the fact that we're going through this process of building our business as a side product has allowed me to believe more in myself, and believe more in my ideas, and trust more in my intuition. And so that's kind of like the thing that I'm trying to get across is that, you know, thanks to this journey of building our own business as a side product, I've learned to believe more in myself. So anyway, that's what I've been thinking about tonight. It is midnight. So if right now philosophizing feels like that, doesn't feel like a fully baked out idea, and it isn't right now. So, but I still wanted to document this kind of like the feeling that I have right now. It's just the fact that, yeah, mm, I feel like I can trust myself now more in business. And so, anyway, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to call it a night now. I'll see y'all tomorrow.